Hey y'all, welcome to My Way Mysteries, the channel that brings you multi-dimensional content, which means that the readings are from a broad and expanded point of view and that they're not for a specific time, but should resonate with you guys whenever you come across them. This is going to be an initiate reading. I haven't done one of these in a while. On the community page, there is an explanation for all the readings that I offer, and I'm also going to just pin it down in the comments as to what an initiate reading is. The initiate reading is for those of you who feel like you're in between worlds, resonating with many mystical experiences, but seeking a more personal and intimate connection with the divine. For those seeking to use all you know and all that you have learned to direct to the ultimate cause, which is you. So yeah, it speaks a lot to multidimensionality. It also speaks a lot to being in contact with various entities and how to kind of streamline one goal through all the entities that you walk with, be it your ancestors, be it your star being family, be it your Orisha. Basically, the goal is the betterment of you. All right, so yeah, that's who this reading is for. If you want to book this reading, all the information is in the description box. Okay, so right. I don't know why this is coming up, but so like with ancestors and stuff, right, which, as you know, is basically like family members of yours that passed away like some time ago or some generations ago, and that are basically within your energetic field and here to not only help you with what you're doing, but to be honest, they're also here to finish off the work that they didn't finish off when they were here. So these are spirit souls that, like, when they passed away and they go back to source, or they don't go back to source because they haven't really like finished like what they need to, but they go to the mothers because the mothers are like, I don't know how to explain this, but the mothers, the ones I spoke about yesterday, they're also in charge of directing souls, like as they transition through different dimensions, which also involves souls that have passed. So, and they are the ones that basically can direct a soul that has passed to a living descendant to say, that one can help you. That one can help you finish off what you started, because you and that living one have the same frequency, which means that you're aligned in terms of your goals and in terms of that which you seek from life. So go to that one and you can finish off what you started. So, and that basically allows these souls to find peace. Like, you will get that communication from an ancestor, from Idlozi. Once you've helped them do whatever it is they want, they'll tell you. They'll be like, thank you for freeing me. So yeah, but there is a misconception that as soon as someone passes away, there's a misconception that when someone passes away, all of a sudden that makes them wise. All of a sudden that makes them some kind of a genius and something like that. And sometimes that's why I was prompted to give you guys the direction I gave you last time, that it's important to speak to your ancestors or the other realms with intention, because there's a lot of agendas going on even behind the veil, guys. So if you don't make it clear what your intention is, it's very easy to be pulled into something that you actually don't want to do, because some of these like spirits or ancestors, I mean, it's whatever. If they see that you're not grounded in who you are enough, they will try walk in on your ass and basically just carry on with their misguided missions and stuff like that. Whereas you find other ancestors that have taken the time to observe the physical world, seeing as though they are not physically dense anymore. And through that, they have acquired the ability to be within your heart space, within your observer like seat basically, and from there then they gained wisdom, and now they're able to not only assist you in what you need, but also help you set them free, type of thing. I hope this is making sense. So yeah. Yeah, some of y'all are needing to detach from ancestors that like are just using you, and are using you for, like, let's say this person passed away with a certain anger issue towards another family member, even though this was generations ago. Pella, you guys are the descendants of the same group of people. So, and what descendant means here on this realm is not what it means in the spiritual realm. In the spiritual realm, boo, it's, they don't see you as a different person. Like, you might as well be the same person, like the same one that spirit was angry at. If that's your cousin or something, they don't see it as, no, this is the descendant of the one. No, you are them. You are them. And Evele, I don't know if you've noticed, but you find that like if you take out pictures right now, like if you have pictures of your great 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 grandmother or your great great aunt, it's possible that you guys are identical. You basically are twins. And yeah, so they see that like from their world, because they're able to also see us energetically and not just physically. So whereas physicality hides a lot of things like which are, you know, energy based or like frequency based and stuff. So I'm just getting that like some of you are walking around with like really, I wouldn't, yes, but it is low vibrational. And like I'm not trying to diss you when I say that. Like you're walking around with some low vibrational like ancestors, and that's why you're kind of going in circles. Because more than anything, this ancestor is just trying to live through you. Like live vicariously through you. You may find that you have this like idea that you want to be celibate because you read up on some stuff and you've connected with the idea of how celibacy saves energy that you want to use to propel your life to another octave. But you've got this ancestor that's like, oh my god, what? um no, I was married from when I was 16. I was only with one man my entire life until I died. And you guys live in a different time altogether. And you guys support this idea of being promiscuous, or as you call it, being sexually free. And basically, they have you out here. Like, they have you out here. They have you out here, and you're out here being like, why are people so sexually attracted to me? And I end up in these like short sexual relationships that are not based on anything real. It's only about the sex, and that's not what I want. And yet you continuously find yourself in this situation. Some of you, you're married, you literally like would like to be faithful, like you believe in that concept of monogamy, or at least you want to, because of the relationship that you're trying to form with God, and you believe that that can be strengthened by you just being with your wife. And yet, son, you are sitting with that ancestor that is like, yeah, that's some bullshit. Like, why must you only be with your wife, or why must you only be with your husband when all these other people want you? It's fine, they'll never catch us. And yeah, they're basically like putting all of that, I'm gonna call it like negative energy into you. I'm calling it negative because it's not what you want. That's not what you want. And yet you continuously find yourself in these situations, and it's like, what the hell? Now you're thinking, I don't know, you think utaratiwe, you think you've been bewitched or something. Ganti, in a realm, Shem, you're being betrayed from the inside. Like, and there's a need to cut off these ancestors. And these particular ancestors, you have many ancestors that you can connect to, but for some reason these ones found you maybe in a space where you were feeling vulnerable, where you were feeling where you were just open to influences. Maybe there was something that you needed help with from this particular ancestor at a certain time, but even after that was done, this ancestor decided actually they're gonna stick around. And see, because you had already opened yourself up to them, it could have been through a ritual, like, maybe umsebenzi or something like that. Like I said, ne, when you solicited this ancestor because of a specific thing maybe that you needed, and they did help you with that, but they kind of stuck around, and it turns out that their other characteristics are not very nice, or they don't match with the life that you're trying to live. So there's a need for you to disconnect. There's a need for you to cleanse that connection. You can ask for help from your other ancestors also. Like, literally, be like, yo, right now, you don't have to mention anything because, like, for instance, you don't know type of thing. If you want to know specifically, like, if this is going on and so forth, like, yeah, that's personal. You book a reading for that. But otherwise, you can literally be like, yeah, because you can't just be accusing. But you'll know, man, like, if this reading resonates on that, like, you guys understand what resonance means, ne? How it's like beyond words. It's me saying things that you already know inside you to be true. It's just that you didn't have the words for it. Like, it didn't occur to you to put the pictures or the energy together to form the picture that I'm telling you. But as soon as I did, it's like, shit, that's it. That's what's up. Like, you'll know, like, this is definitely me or whatever. Because in that case, you can ask your other ancestors during your personal rituals. You can ask them to be like, yo, I seem to be struggling with things like this. Why don't you guys ask for help with stuff like that? I don't get it. Like, ask for help with stuff like that. Be like, yo, for some reason I can't stop stepping out of my marriage. Like, please help me with this. The same way you would ask God about it. Ask your ancestors also. Like, yes, ask God to help you, but also ask your ancestors. Like, yo, those of you who have been in like marriages and monogamous relationships, like, yo, help me with this. Not just like stop me and cut me off. Teach me. Like, put in my heart what needs to be there in order for me to be the man that I want to be. In order for me to be the woman that I want to be. Like, show me a path. Yo, come on, guys. And, together with all the other stuff also that you want to ask about. Yeah, some of y'all be acting out of pockets, and it's actually, I don't want to say it's not your fault, because there is a part of you that is like that. That's why they're like, that particular ancestor is taking advantage of that particular part of you. But like, these particular ancestors, it's messed up because they're stopping you from being who you actually really really are. And you would find that in that state where, like, who you actually are, your life would flow, boo. It would flow without these challenges, without these like hurdles that you now have to stop and fix all the time. Like, now you must stop and reassure your partner that you love them and that you're okay. That kind of energy in your home, in your heart, is stopping you from moving on. And when I say move on, as in, it's stopping you from getting to the next stage of yourself and building a better life for yourself, because you spend too much energy fixing little problems that are occurring because because you're not grounding yourself in your authenticity. Yeah, for real. Some of you, yeah, one of this thing, like whispering, like some of you are being whispered to, or your actions are being like influenced by certain ancestors that actually don't align with you. But they were able to gain access to you through whatever way. There's many ways in which ancestors that don't align with you can gain access to you. It's basically taking advantage of you. That's what it is. Like, they did it on purpose. They are predators. They specifically found a way to get into your aura in order to do this. But there's a way to like cleanse them out of your space, cleanse them out of your energy. Oh my God. Okay, so not only that, but they're stopping other entities from working with you. They're stopping higher frequency ancestors that you have in your bloodline from working with you by keeping you in a lower vibrational state. But yeah, you guys, you're gonna figure it out. You're gonna figure it out. Oh my God. These guys are stopping you from abundance even. Look at this, yo. Like, all this temptation, all this dumb shit that you're doing. It's not just like, that's just an example, the infidelity and whatever. There's other things, like I said, you know, the promiscuity, the sleeping around too much, the aligning you with friends that are not really your friends, and now your energy is too busy trying to like cleanse your third eye so that you're able to see, like, you're doing work that you shouldn't be doing, and it's stopping you from the work that you should be doing, which is you, basically. And also, yeah, a lot of you, there's an ancestor that is high frequency that wants to work with you. Very grounded, kind of like earth energy, which has to do with abundance, which has to do with you connecting to your abundance and stability of some sort. This is representing stability, and also something about feeling at home. Not so much feeling like a stranger in the universe, not so much feeling so disconnected from the divine, as if like you have to hustle all the time. It's always scrambles and scrambles for whatever it is you have. They want you in that state because then you can keep idolizing them. Then you can keep that window open that they enter your life by. Oh my God. What the fuck is wrong with these niggas? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, you need to address this, but you're going to. That's what I'm getting. You're going to. You're going to. I love this card, but like, I feel like it's saying more. What is it saying? What are you saying? What? Okay, so you have a specific ancestor that has access to the higher frequency ancestors. You need to call on this ancestor. I don't know. Obviously, it'll be different for everybody. It's not like I can be like, Lo Husbanban. Come on now. But you do have a specific ancestor. Young, no, lady. It's a childlike ancestor. So like an ancestor that like passed away when they were really, really young, like toddler age, maybe up to like 14 or something. You can do the research in your family. But this one, because of their lightness of being, because of their purity, they have access to other like ancestors that would be willing to help you get into this empress state, which is a state of harvest. Can you see she's got the wheat in her hands? This bitch is in harvest season. She know how to get shit done, and she know how to acquire in order to make her life more prosperous. And this one has the connection. Okay, so that is the reading that I have for you today. If you guys resonated, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to book a reading, all the information is in the description box. This is basically an example of an initiate reading and how that would go. Okay, cool. Later, guys.